you initially come back for pre-season and there's that excitement, and if you've done some business, the new players are in, but very quickly that turns into a slog, and it's just hard work. It's hard work for everybody, the coaches, the new players, the fitness levels, and then you get to that end point and you just want what you've worked so hard for last season to kick in. That kicks off with a great game at Tynecastle.
Are you the type that sort of parks what happened last season and it's a complete reset, or do you almost have to harness some of the good things that you did and take that into the new campaign?
No, you definitely use what we've done, because we've progressed as a team. Where we were at the start of last season to the start of pre-season this season is different. We're at a better level, we've got a better understanding, but in terms of what we've achieved, that's part. We've done that and it's been good, and we've took the reward from it and enjoyment from it, but we need to do it again and again, and we want the challenge for us this season is much tougher, because we've got European group stage football, which carries more games. Competition will be greater, I think, from the opposition, because everybody improves and moves on as the longer managers are there. So there's going to be more challenges, but we had a good season last season, and we believe we can be more and we can do more and we can achieve more, and that's what we've got to aim for.
What does that look like? Because obviously the food chain of the Scottish Premiership means for lots of clubs like yourselves, the third is seen as high as you can go. Is that about an even stronger third? Is it about trying to get closer to the top two? Is it about aiming even higher and really trying to unsettle them? What does success look like?
I think we look at it as, can we improve in what things we done, not any about the opposition, not about where we finish, yes, but if we do our small details well, that success will come. I think the outside perception is get third, get European football, but it's more than that. The challenge is harder. We've got more games, we've got European football, the competition, as I said, so achieving what we did last season in some respects would be more successful than last season, but it's the small details. Can we get more wins? Can we score more goals? Can we concede less goals? We'll more focus on that, which I believe will then bring us success.
How satisfied are you with the business that you've done so far? You did it early, or lots of it early. Do you anticipate much more? Can Hearts fans expect much more soon?
Yeah, we're happy we got them in. It makes a difference that the longer the players are here, the more settled they become. So that was important. We learned that from last pre-season. We'll hopefully have one more in today or tomorrow that will improve us. And then after that, for us, it's more about reacting to anything that happens. And in Scottish football in general, you just can't plan for things that are unexpected, and we do as much planning as we can, but you've got to be reactive in that front. I'm
going to guess we can't tempt you into telling us exactly who that player is, so I'll cut my losses there, but someone who could come in and feature this weekend, is it looking that imminent?
Yeah, I think, today's probably the end point. There's been a lot of work in the last 2-3 days went in to try and get the deal over the line, and it'll get done hopefully in time that we can have him involved for the weekend.
Eventually, at some point in your Hearts managerial career, you'll do an interview without being asked about Lawrence Shankland. That day's not quite here yet. Where do things sit as far as you're concerned surrounding him?
There's no change. I think there's this, all these reports coming out. There's been every avenue we've went down. He's leaving, he's maybe leaving, he's on a list, he's not on a list. But for any of our players, we've had no conversations for any players. There was a conversation about Alex Cochrane, that then develops into something that's serious, and then the deal gets done because everybody's satisfied with it. We have had no information, no contact with anybody for any other player at the club.
It's total business as usual. He's here, he's committed, and that's it as far as you're concerned.
I think one of the biggest things you could praise Lawrence for last season is all that speculation just goes on, but some players can deal with it and some can't. Shank's last season done it, and for the last 2 seasons he's consistently scored goals and been a leader and become the best player in Scotland last season. His target's now to continue that on and have another successful season. And just finally then, the game itself, Rangers, Tynecastle, it's a blockbuster fixture. What are you expecting? Rangers are a good team. They're in a kind of transition period, but they've got an experienced manager who's showed a level of calmness, I think. So we know it'll be a tough game. We played them at the end of last season and it was an entertaining game. Both teams were down in it and come back, and I think it'll be a similar game. I think two teams will go out trying to win the game and push to get off to a good start in the season.